Hey there guys, what's going on? It is all happening in Modern Warfare right now with the mid-season update in Season 4. We've been given a new sniper, a bunch of new balance changes to look at in which we basically had to take a look at every single one of our class setups and change them slightly. Price's eyes are still a bit messed up, but we do have this fantastic new sniper to work with in the Rytec AMR. In today's best class setup video, we're going to be discussing the best options in attachments for the Rytec AMR because it is loads of fun to use. It's one of the most entertaining and easy to use weapons in the game. Like, you just click or you just fire and you'll typically get the kill, especially if you do throw on the explosive rounds. Just before we do get into our class setup here, let's try and get this one to 25 likes for all of you guys who've been out there supporting me, liking and subscribing and commenting on all of the videos. I do appreciate it. Of course, it does mean an awful lot to me. We did recently pass 2,050 subscribers, so we are well on our way to 2,100, which is very, very exciting. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on if you haven't already done so you can help me out and get into 2,100. And let's just jump straight into our class setup here because we do have a lot of options and this weapon is very fun to use. We're going to gloss over our sidearm perks and grenade choices here first, just for a more complete class setup. In the secondary slot, we are taking the Azure Hammer, or the M19, I believe it is. We've got it set up like this with the monolithic suppressor for the increase to our damage range. The XRKL super barrel, again, damage range, recoil control, and bullet velocity makes us a bit easier to hit those shots at sort of medium distances. We've got the 5mm laser, but you can also take the 1mm laser as well, just for a bit of different variety in the laser slot. Basically makes our hip fire nice and accurate. We do also want the lightweight trigger, again, just for that maximum fire rate. And lastly, the Akimbo perk to bring this all together. Basically, you just want a super powerful close range option. Someone gets too close to you, you whip out these two pistols and just start blasting people away. It is very, very powerful and loads of fun to use. For our perks, we do have EOD. Just for not dying to those explosives, loads of people are chucking C4s around at the moment, Semtexes and stuff like that. There's lots of stuff going on at the moment, so EOD is still as important as ever. You can also run quick fix this particular option, just basically get that health regeneration started as soon as you do get a kill, which sometimes when you get into a fight, you'll shoot someone, they'll shoot you, you get that health regeneration started after you kill them. Pretty cool. With the perk 2 slot, we do have Ghost here, just for staying off of those UAVs, which are super prominent at the moment. Pretty much everybody is running sort of a similar class setup with the perks. Basically, they're running UAV, a VTOL, and like a higher streak, like a support healer or something like that, which is pretty powerful, so we do have to look out and stay off of those radars. And this does combine with our third perk, which is of course Tracker, which lets us see those enemy footprints, allows us to track people, follow them around, and kill them very easily. It also lets us see a bunch of stuff with death markers, which is also very good information to have, and allows us to get more kills pretty easily. Lethal slot, as I said, lots of C4s being thrown around at the moment. Always good to chuck those over walls, around corners. Basically, it also works as a little bit of a smoke screen. If you are trying to cross an area, you chuck this out, make a little smoke cloud, and cross the area. And in the stim shot slot, we do have the stim shot because the stim shot is the best stim shot in stim shot Modern Warfare. Alrighty, the Rytec AMR, as I said, is one of the most entertaining weapons to use in Modern Warfare right now. It does start off a little bit slow, I'll admit that, with the wrong sort of attachments. Like, it does start off a bit slow, hard to get those sights up nice and quickly, but once you do start leveling this thing up with like your double XP tokens and stuff like that on shipment and so on, it does become very easy to use and loads of fun at that. So, as I said, we do have lots of options here, and we'll go over them when we do get to them. But most importantly here, we do have the TAC laser for that aim down sight speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. This does make it very easy to get those sights up nice and quickly. However, it also does increase, or decrease rather, our aiming sway. So when we are aiming down sight, we'll basically get that little bit of sway, and this does help reduce that. In the stock slot, we're taking the Stovall TAC wrap for the aim down sight speed. Again, nice little wrap on the back of our weapon, gets those sights up nice and quickly. Again, none of the other options here are too fantastic. Aim walking movement speed is good, but aim down sight speed is just simply better. We're of course taking the stippled grip tape. You know why. Aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, very important if you run around a corner, get those sights up nice and quickly, is very powerful on most snipers. In the perk slot, we do have focus here, which does help reduce our flinch. Basically, once we get shot, if we are in a fight, our flinch won't go straight to the moon. Like, we'll keep our aim on mostly on the target and be able to hit another shot. If you do get shot, also quick fix can be very powerful in this combination as well. You get shot, like you get the kill, you'll get that healing off, and you won't get your aim sent to the moon. So this is a very powerful option here. And lastly, in the last slot, we do have sort of another bunch of options that we can choose here. In the ammunition slot, we are taking the 25 by 59mm explosive 5-round mags for the explosive impact and damage. Basically, this shoots a grenade at someone, and if it hits them, they'll explode. Basically, every single shot that you hit will just blow someone up. It is absolutely hilarious. Like, this is one of the most overpowered things in the game right now, but interestingly enough, if you do attach this or the thermite rounds, you will not get experience on your weapon. So you do unlock this sort of mid, like level 15 or so. And if you do put this on, you won't gain experience anymore, which is very interesting because they do count as sort of explosive kills rather than sniper kills. So again, you'll stop getting experience with this, which is a little bit annoying. So you do have to take this off. But once you've sort of maxed out this weapon, throwing on these explosive rounds is very, very powerful. But if you are after a little bit more aim down sight speed, like the round or the gun is very, very powerful even without the explosive rounds. So you can of course throw on the FTAC 448mm Dictator barrel, which does give us that aim down sight speed and movement speed. But I feel like there's a good combination to be had here of damage and sort of maintaining that bullet velocity and recoil control with this particular option here. Basically, I think this is probably the better option overall. And then if you are feeling particularly spicy, you want to do those sick quick scopes without having to worry about sort of the explosive rounds being overpowered, you switch out the ammunition for the barrel, which is very, very powerful as well. So we're going to jump into some gameplay here with this particular weapon, and it is absolutely one of the most fun weapons to use at the moment, and we're going to test that out here. Okay, so this is going to be a very interesting challenge here. I don't really know how I feel about this quite just yet. But Cheshire Park is definitely a map that is entirely made for sniping. And it's very, very clear when you do see these long lines of sight. But like, you just see that. You just get that shot and it is absolutely insane. I've seen a bunch of people get gold on this gun because it doesn't actually take that long. It's not too difficult to get gold on this sword. I mean, it is pretty easy to play this game when the attack helicopter is just going around pretty much killing everyone. But you have to know that when we do hit these live commentaries up, our gameplay does suffer significantly, and that is going to be abundantly clear when we are using a sniper and trying to live commentate at the same time. So we're trying to hit these quick scopes. That aim down sight speed is kind of nice. We could probably use that other barrel, but I mean, the explosive rounds are simply just too fun. Like you just see there, they're just too fun, man. Oof, nice little drag scope there on that guy. Not too bad of a shot, I'll take those. But man, as I said, these explosive rounds are just too fun. Of course, as soon as I start talking, like, you just get taken out immediately. But yeah, man, Cheshire Park is a very interesting map. It does have these big long lines of sight as well as sort of these close ones in the middle of the map where you can just sort of go and have a good time. If we can peek out the window here, we can see all the way into the middle of the map, which is interesting. Also, this is a very interesting line of sight here. If you jump up on here, if you jump up on that box there, you can see directly over that metal sheeting, and people, it's very difficult for people to actually see you and take you down. I mean, it was very easy for them to take us down in that particular situation there, but only because we weren't really paying too much attention to them. We were just trying to get the peek on them. So yeah, you pick up over here, and it's very, very easy to get a kill on these people, as long as you don't miss, aren't a bot, and you don't miss. Like, there's going to be a guy just peeking out. No. Well, I don't think we were too far away from getting the shot on him there. It's hard to tell where it lands sometimes, especially once you die. If we didn't die there, it would be a little bit easy to tell where that shot landed. If we come into the bus... Wait. No, not an awful lot going on here. But yeah, man, my quick scoping definitely needs work. I mean, it's serviceable enough to get the gun unlocked. Like, we can quick scope enough to get the gun unlocked, but I'm nowhere near being any good at it. Missed him again. How do we... I don't know how we missed him there. We'll just chill. We'll have a lay down. Ow. I don't understand how that bullet missed. Sometimes the extra aim down sight speed is very, very nice, but man, these explosive rounds are just too fun. Same with the thermite shots, they're just an absolute riot to have. They might even be better for like regular sniping rather than... Excuse me? Excuse me? I don't understand how that didn't hit. I think it might be worth showing off the actual power of the quick scoping. So we'll take off the explosive rounds and we'll put on the other barrel, which is a little bit unfortunate, but alright, I'll take that. Now there's an attack helicopter going on for them too, which is a little bit annoying. I had to cross this gap here. There's also Crane, so I do have to look for kills. That was an enemy. No, come back. Come back. No. No, that's a little bit unfortunate. But you can see, once you do take off that particular, like you can just see how fast it aims down sight. But as I said, those explosive rounds are simply too fun to take off. But if you are looking for quick scoping rather than regular sniping, this is probably the better option. Getting those sights up very, very quickly is super powerful with this gun because you do get one-shot kills most of the time. But with the explosive rounds, it's probably better for regular sniping if you're just going to post up in a building like this. No. No. Oh my god, I'm actually terrible at this game. Why do you guys watch me? How do I have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube for shots like that? Oh my god. I'm carried. I am boosted as hell. That was so bad. Alright, we're going to get back in there. We're going to be try and be aggressive here. We're going to get in people's faces and try and be a little bit more aggressive than we were previously. No, not that way, apparently. Hard to be super aggressive when the kill streaks are... I didn't even see him. The weapon completely blocked it. Also, cranked makes it a little bit more difficult to snipe as well. Also, there's been something going on with the servers. Like, there's been like micro lags pretty much all day. Just big stutters. We might jump into another game here because we only got 5 kills there. Alright, so this should be a perfect game. Midway in, sort of joining into this one, should be a little bit interesting. I'm pretty sure there's somebody over there immediately. Yep, there was. I was right. So yeah, quickscoping, as I said, is not really... Okay. Is not really my game. Pretty sure he's following me. No? Alright, we'll leave him alone. Not interested in that guy. Yeah, quickscoping is not really my game at the best of times, but live commentating quickscoping is always going to be bad. Oh god. He can't hit me. He can't hit me. You can't shoot. Okay. Fair enough. Look at this absolute madness. Look at him. What a disaster. We should be able to try and get C back here. If he comes in here, he's dead. And by that I mean I'm dead. No. Come on. That's what it comes down to a lot of the time. Just getting these pistols out and just spraying someone down. I mean, I'm not exactly okay with, but I mean, it's going to net me more kills than just sort of trying to quickscope until the end of time because I'm pretty bad. Pretty bad. Chill, chill. And I'll happily admit that this particular time, like only this time though. There's a lot of explosions there. Yeah, I'll happily admit that this time. You can have me being bad as an excuse this once. I'll just wait until you... Hello? I'm not shoot him there. Okay, that counts. You can see that there's a little bit of lag there, which is a little bit annoying, and that's probably why it's making it so difficult for me to actually hit shots. Oh god, I knew he was going to be laying down in there. What a sweaty man. What a sweaty man. That's disgusting. We're going to lose this one as well. And he managed to get 6 kills. So 11 kills for a video is not great. But, I mean, in the hands of a better player, a better sniper, this is going to be a very, very powerful weapon. Just not, maybe not particularly my hands. So what do we think of the Rytec AMR? Well, in my hands, it's probably not one of the best guns in the game, mostly because I just need to practice, need to get in those games, grinding out all these quickscoping kills, just practice, practice, practice. But in the hands of a capable sniper, they would be very, very impressed with this particular gun. And quickscoping with this is an absolute dream. Like with the Dictator, the Tac Laser, the Stovall Tac Wrap, and the Stipple Grip Tape just makes quickscoping very, very easy on this class. But if you're more used to a sort of slower sniping role, you take off the Dictator barrel and throw on the explosive rounds, and you basically just get one-shot kills until the end of time. This is typically how I do like to play my sniper class. A little bit slower because I'm a little bit less accurate when I do pull up those sights immediately, so it's going to take a lot of practice for me to get there, to get that level of sort of quickscoping with the Dictator barrel and just getting those sights up nice and quickly, firing that shot straight away. As you saw in the gameplay in the background, only 11 kills, but if someone is better than me at quickscoping, by all means, you're going to have an absolute blast with this particular class setup here. The Rytec AMR is definitely one of the best weapons in the game at the moment. It's just so fun to use. Like, I love snipers, man, but I'm terrible at using them. And mad respect to anybody who does have the practice and the skill to actually pull these weapons off, because it just feels sometimes like you should just be using, like, just use another gun, like use an automatic gun. But man, the practice and effort that goes into using these and making them very, very effective is admirable. So I do appreciate anyone who did stop by and look at this particular class setup. Hopefully this did help you out in your quest and your journey to be a better quickscoper than me, which shouldn't be too difficult. I do appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you very much for watching this one. We're very close to 2,100 subscribers now, always working towards something. So do help me get there by making sure you hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on in case you haven't already done so. Thank you very much for watching this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye!